Hello people, Gebetic here. So today I want to start off with the underrated build series by starting off with how I would maybe do my sorcerer build. There were two different ways I could do it. The stats are as follows: 40 vigor, 18 attunements, 39 endurance, 20 vitality, 18 strength, 12 dexterity, 50 intelligence, and 25 faith. I'm also, by the way, using the Priestess Chain for the, obvious reasons. Like, I could just take my faith down to, like, base, which is 9, and take my intelligence up to 60, and buff, dexterity and strength up a bit, but that means that I have to use a simple infused Dark Longsword. Right now, I don't have a Longsword, Dark Longsword, Chaos infused. I probably don't need to. I can get it if I have an extra longsword. Oh, I have one actually. Woo! Fuck yeah. So now the reason why I wanted to have this is because I wanted to use a dark build so I can actually go in between the shields and have an easy swap. And when I'm going to get hit, I'm going to switch the life ring to the bellowing dragon crest ring for the extra magic damage if I feel like it's needed. Homing Soul Mass, Great Fire and Dart, and the Great Soul Arrow is the only like spells that I need. I could put on, like, I could, like, if I would, or if I could, I would level up my attunements too, so I have like 4 attunement slots. The reason for that is so I could use where is it? Fire and Hail. It's a pretty decent spell. I like it. I like the spell in itself. I don't have all the spells in the game, but I feel like I have the most important ones. So let's hop into a match and see how it goes. Like this is just a regular board and sword build paired with magic, essentially. So it's going to be a lot of waiting and a lot of, like, what should I say? Yeah. It's not going to be pretty. It's a decent build. There is a lot of it's probably better build ideas out there for this kind of build. I don't like sorcerer build, and I've already found a way to counter sorcery. There are a sorcerer build where you can like pair also what should I say? Also pyromancy and the soul and faith, but it's a lot of stats investment. So after what I've seen when I've played Sorcerer, guys, this is what they do. So this is the underrated build. They turn around, hit a bit, go back to neutral stance. He can do whatever, it doesn't matter. Just a cheeky, like, just being cheeky like this. Nothing of great value. If he gets close, like this, it's better just Arban spam, going for the out space, back to neutral position. And back to neutral position. And that is how you use the sorcery build. Just overuse the sorcery. Great Fire Nut is great for chipping health. The Great Soul Arrow is pretty fast and it hits hard. It's nice. And you're probably going to ask me, Gemetic, why are you using the regular homing soul mass when you can just use the crystal one? It hits harder. Well, the regular homing soul mass is faster. So let's see what this guy is going to do. You see that shit? That is what sorcerer do. If they don't know what's going to happen, you just turn around, lock on, use a Great Soul Arrow. Easy. If you decide to take up the sorcerer role and you want to, like, do sorceries and shit, be advised that it's going to be fucking, what should I say, boring to play. I will just say like this. R1 spam. He had a harder R1 spam than me. But it's fine. I will not switch my shit. And just be annoying. I can just backpedal all day. If he goes into me, I will just... So 52 damage each pop. There is nothing he can actually really do against me. Except that. So that was a decent fight against another sorcerer guy, but I am not used to using sorcery at all. That's the reason why I suck at it. I can understand why people want to use like sorcerer build if they're shit at spacing, because it fucking helps just doing nothing and waiting for your opponent to do something, because you don't actually have to do action. Ah, dude, fuck you. So I'm going to run back with the thing. Then I'm just going to hit him. Run after me, dude. Dumb mistake. We have a bit latency problems to each other, that's gay. That should be in the second wall catch, but it's fine, I have fire and dart. Just finish him off with a fast spell there. That's the only thing you need to do. Backpedal, running away, holding soul mass, and wait for them to get into you, turn around and R1 spam. And if you're good at the game, try to roll catch. The easiest way to counter a sorcerer is to just do the same thing as him, just not do anything at all. Get after me, bitch. Like what this guy's... Oh, he wants to do the weapon artillery on me. Let's see, what can I actually do against him? No, you want to hit that slow ass weapon art. Yep, that guy's doing the same thing. So the one thing I can do now, I can just backstep to him and just do a cheeky turnaround. Ow. Let me just switch my shit, man. 55 damage, into new 55 damage, into new 55 damage, into a new 55 damage. Eh. Don't get too close, you're going to get burnt. Backpedal into new 55 damage, into a new 55 damage, into a throwing knife, 55 damage, no. Easy win, boys. I can just run away. It's the easiest strat in the game. There is no skill involved, dude. I can just run away and just chip them with my fire and dart with 50 damage each. Maybe I should make a build with the curved sword variant of this shit, and I can just use the homing soul mass and just stand with my back against the dude. Oh, this dude has countered me hard. Fuck me, dude. Time for just running away until that shield is away. Because I am a scaredy sorcerer guy who's scared at the game. Oh yeah, that's the reason why I have dark, man. Could you just... Oh, I already had the ring switch. This is probably going to be my last fight. Easy win, boys. You could have used that shield to block my damage, but okay. Like, if I could, and if it would be superior to my other setup, and I can show you that when I get in, because like sorcerers are annoying. I don't like fighting sorcerers. The reason why, especially in the arena. Like, I am, like, if a sorcerer is going to ask me, dude, do you want to do a best of 9? And I'm going to say, yes, we can do a best of 9. Are you a sorcerer? Yes, okay, it's going to be in my world. You're going to have 7 of your Ashen Estus, and we're going to fight at Pontiff. No, actually, we're going to fight at, what's it called? Let me see. In the, like, on top of the Fire and Keep place. near the like Wolf of Farron Keep up on the small plateau there. I can actually walk there, fuck it. Let us take a small walk over there and I will show you why. If I'm going to fight a sorcerer, I want to do it there because it's a small area and it's usually used for tournaments and PvP in general. And I will refuse to fight any sorcerers in the arena, especially in a brawl, because it's just going to be me waiting for 5 minutes. I'm not going to try to force my way into you, no. That is dumb to do in my eyes. I don't want to force myself into a guy. I want to outspace you and outplay you that way. And if you're refusing to participate in a fight except using sorceries, then I'm not going to go into you. I'm just going to stand there, chip, and use regen. And I'm going to regen hard. I already have a build to counter sorceries, and I have a better build now than I had before. So I'm going to show you. Like, if you want to use sorcerers, the sorcerer build, by the way, I'm not going to stop you. Be my guest. I'm just going to show you a counter right now to sorcerers and pyromancer build. It doesn't work as well as a dark build just because dark is good and you can switch with the chaos variant of the thing. Like how, let's say you struggle against the homing soulmass turnaround bullshit. You struggle against that shit. Well, easy win. Just use a simple Lothar Great Shield. Reason why? It's 91.3 in magic defense. This area right here is used for a lot of fight clubs and whatnot. It's pretty close. It's pretty small, which means that it's not a lot of room to run around for a sorcerer. There is not much they can actually do. They can't run around forever. They can't backpedal forever like they can in all of the arena matches and in Pontiff, because Pontiff is a really big area which you can backpedal around the fucking thing, so you can never catch your opponent. But here, it's a really closed, spaced-in area, and it's not allowed to go on top of the stairs here. The stairs here are closed, like right here it's closed. You can't, like, this is outside of the arena. So the arena is inside this small square right here. Which means that if I'm going to use my sorcery, it's going to be limited compared to Pontiff, for instance. So like a lot of sorcerer guys, they refuse to fight here because they want to fight a Pontiff because of their backpedaling, running away tactic, and when you get close to them, they're just going to turn around, R1 spam you after they hit you with the homing soulmass. Because if they hit you with the homing soulmass, they can, it's a definitive 3-hit combo, because it will stun you, and then they will get the regular first R1, and that will stun you as well, and they will get the R2, and then they can either use Great Farron Dart or Great Soul Arrow, like I did in the last match, or like the previous matches, and just fuck you up from there. And if you let's say you dodge around that shit, they're going to just recast Homing Soulmass and stand here and wait for you to get in. If not, they're going to backstep, so they're inside the range of either the straight sword or just inside the range so it's going to be hard for you to dodge. They're going to turn around again and just cheese you with Farron Great Dart and just 50 damage here, 50 damage there, 50 damage there, 50 damage there. So that's the only thing they're going to do. So I found that shit fucking annoying, so I've made a build which I can use this shield on. Because this shield is just, you can just stand there. Like, yeah, you can do whatever. I will use my Sacred Chime of Eleanor, I will use my regen buff, boom. I will also have my Sun Princess ring. Now I'm regening. Let's see how much I'm regening. Like, do you see all the ticks right here? I'm regening a lot. Magic will do the most, and that's with the Crystal Soul Spear. That will do 15 damage to 20 damage on me on this. It depends on how much fucking boost you have in your damage shit. Which means that I can just take all of the small hits like this. I will block the Homing Soulmass. I will block the Farron Great Dart, and I will dodge the Great Soul Arrow. I will dodge the Soul Spears. I will block Farron Great Hail. I will block, like, there's a couple spells that I would only block. And I don't care if you switch up with a Dark Infused, like I have here, like Dark Infused Lothric Sword. I'm just going to go into your range. I'm just going to wait for you to fuck up with your magic. So I can, like, because I'm using my Curd Sword originally, so I'm going to just use my Curd Sword in one hand and shield and just two-hand the thing and boom. Roll catch you from there with the Curd Sword. Just wait for you to do shit and then get into you close. And when you panic, I can just do whatever. because you're still a sorcerer with the squishy health, bad armor, bad defense. Well, it depends. If you're using this kind of thing, then it's decent defense, but you still want your magic to work, and if I'm inside your fucking face, then it's not going to happen. So I think I ranted enough. This has been my underrated sorcerer build, which is inferior to a lot of the other things. The only reason why a lot of people get sorcery to be, what should I say, to be a bit viable is because the whole game plan of theirs is waiting for you to do shit. So if you don't do shit at all, you just stand there like a dumbass, and if it's up here, you can just block and wait for them to fuck up instead, because you don't need to press R1 and be vulnerable in that animation, and they can just fucking cheese you with firing great dart like bish. Can I hit them? No, okay. Can I? No. So that's like that's their only game plan. Maybe they can a bit spacing, but usually the reason why people are using sorcery is because either they are a casual at the game and they like the visual looks of this, and I can understand that. That's no offense to those guys. Or they are a tryhard bunch that are really bad at spacing and need something to help them cheese the game. And when someone is making a build like I have to counter sorceries, they're mad and they have to switch up their shit. And they had to make a sorcerer build / pyromancy build so they can go through my shield. But the funny thing is, pyromancy and faith spells are really fucking easy to dodge, and the most annoying spell is actually homing soulmass, because you can choose whenever this shit is going to shoot. Like, this is still active from when I had it up there. So you can choose, okay, when is this guy going to fuck up? Boom, turn around. It's going to be instant fucking lock on that shit. Even if you're not lock on, you can just turn around like a dumbass and hit me with that shit. And homing soulmass is fucking fast. It's really fucking fast. And let's say, oh shit, I am now, let's see, now I'm almost empty of blue. I will just stand here and just drink a blue, because there's nothing you can do. Because when I'm also drinking a blue, I can still turn around and shoot you with the thing. So I'm not vulnerable at all while having this and drinking a Ashen Estus. I have no vulnerability. I can also pair this shit with a regen item. Boom! I can now turn around like this and wait for you to do shit, because now you see that, oh, you hit my half health. Now shit, I'm regenning. So what can I do? Oh, I have to let you regen because you're standing like this. And if I'm going to try to get close, you're going to turn around and fucking R1 the fuck out of me, and then do the same shit afterwards. A new fucking thing. Boom. That's the game plan of sorceries. And pairing sorcery with a regen item is really fucking smart, because it synergizes really well, and it's just fucking annoying. There is another way that you also can counter a sorcerer, and that is using a crossbow with exploding bolts. Because crossbow with exploding bolts is pretty fast, and it's really hard to punish. Especially when, like, you can punish a sorcerer with mid casting with the exploding bolt, because they are really, like, when this animation right here, they stand still like I can't move. So if you can time it with the exploding bolt and shoot them in that animation, boom, you will hit them for 130 damage plus. And that is decent, I guess. That is one way to counter sorcery. So I would always pair my shield with a crossbow. I will always have the crossbow there, so I will block the most annoying spells, and I will just, boom, shoot, and I will reload when I can, and switch back, so I always have my crossbow reloaded in case I need it. But the fight will take half an hour, so if you're fighting like that, I will maybe fight you twice, and that's it. Like, if my fight is going to last 30 minutes against a cursor player, then I will have fun that way, because I feel like that's more fun. And cheesing with sorcery is easy to out cheese. Like, the sorcery is going to be viable as long as you have blue Ashen Estus. Let's see, now I have no blue Ashen Estus. I'm going to now use up all my shit. Oh, that took a while. Let me see, come on. Like, sorcery is just viable as long as you have the blue Ashen Estus. There, so I have now technically almost nothing of value. Like, now I can't use my sorceries. My build is now inferior. There is nothing I can do. Well, I can board and sword with my longsword dark infused, and that is it. Now it's just going to be an outspacing match, which is just going to be normal board and sword against a curd sword play, and that's just going to be easy. There's a lot of ways to beat a sorcerer guy by overwhelming them with a curd sword user as well. Like, if they start rolling, there is no going out of that shit. If they try to do an R1 in mid-roll or whatever, you will still get hit by the curd sword user. As long as the curd sword user can get into you, you're fucked. But yeah, that has been the video, dudes. I know I've been ranting a lot. I'm sorry.